find out the dad pack are here to prove a point. We three kings just believe that you don't want to tussle with them. This show is thunder. Subscribe and tune in, and you're laughing to the very end. Don't turn your back on the dad pack. Don't turn your back on the dad pack.
Put the kids to bed. The dads are home. We are the DWO podcast, representing the dad world order. I am the pretty face patball, Mr. Magnificent Mike Martin. And with me, as always, the rest of this patriarch pack. We got the big bad bearded daddy. He is Big Rig Eric Maffey.
What are you doing in my swamp?
And he is the perpetual mid-carter and the two-time world record holder. He is the wrestling t-shirt guy, Bo Cephas.
Cowabunga, indeed. It is day 1,385 consecutive days wearing a pro wrestling shirt. And I got a Dominic Guarini shirt on tonight. Just
Awesome.
If you look him up, he's very violent. So, be that.
I love it. Well, as Mr. Magnificent said, we are the DWO podcast, and tonight we have with us a very special guest. He goes where the party takes him, from Dracula's Castle to Frankenstein's Den, the one and only, the Phantom A.D. Sir, how the heck are you?
This is the Phantom, baby. I'm doing good. That was a phenomenal intro, boys. Very impressive.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's our guy down here.
First fucking thing I got to point out, is that a JYD LJN directly behind you? Is that a junkyard dog?
Yes, it is.
Oh, we are kindred spirits.
Oh, JYD, baby.
God. One of the greatest personalities, I think, in wrestling that never got to hold a world championship in WWE. I think if he would have lived longer, he would have been legendary even more.
Absolutely. But he lives on with action figures.
Exactly.
That's true. Well, and I'll tell you what, in damn near every documentary I watch that's wrestling related, I feel like it's very few where Junkyard Dog does not come up in there's not some story or something that somebody has had, and it's always a positive. Like, everybody's like, yeah, he was the fucking man. Like,
yes. Everybody loved JYD.
Yeah.
Sylvester Ritter. So we got to talk about you, though, man. You're the main event tonight, man. Let's for anyone who doesn't know who the Phantom is, can you give a brief description on what exactly you consider the Phantom to be?
Well, the Phantom's me, baby, but I play ghoulish rock and roll. It's rock and roll, but ghoulish. I play guitar, I sing, I go on tour as much as I can. I make records, videos, buy wrestling figures.
Us too.
Are you still an active wrestling fan? Like, do you watch the current product or just like the old stuff?
I am an active wrestling fan in the sense I do go to a lot of local wrestling events, but I don't really watch on TV too much.
That's fair. We love going to the local indie shows. That's awesome. We always try to promote that. We actually sponsor one, and I'm sure there's all kinds. Obviously everywhere we've landed, there always seems to be some sort of wrestling. I know we got quite a few around us, but I believe I just brain farted. I apologize. Wow, I totally lost my train of thought. Local indie shows, awesome. Anyway, go ahead.
What local shows are you going to down there? What companies do you see?
Well, I live in a place called Alameda, which is right next to Oakland, and there's a promotion called Stars of Wrestling that puts on shows. And there's there's a few different ones around here. That's my favorite one, though.
Is West Coast Pro out there?
It's possible. Honestly, like, San Francisco is like a half hour away from me. I have no idea what's going on with wrestling in San Francisco. Probably something, but I have no idea what.
Yeah.
I would say there's a lot of it out there, especially on the coast. There's just good weather a lot, so there's probably a lot more want for shows. You know what I mean? We get a lot of times where we'll have a show planned for months and months, and then we get there and the weather has, a few inches of snow or sleet, and we're just like, do we really want to travel an hour and a half for this right now? Like,
Yeah, that's rough.
so you're also a substitute teacher as well, right?
Yes.
So do you teach how, like, with being a substitute, do you get like a varied of different things? Is it like 1 week you're here and then 6 weeks you're there and then 6 months you're here, or is it a little more structured than that?
It's an interesting thing. If you've ever been or know anyone who's ever been an Uber driver, it's a bit like that. It's on an app at this point, and the jobs just come in and you accept them or don't accept them, and it's totally up to you. There's no person I'm interacting with, which I love because I have no boss, and no one can tell me what to do, or no one can say I've been working not enough, or I've been working too much, or I only take the easy jobs, or I only do whatever. It's all through an app, but I pretty much stick to high school. That's kind of my wheelhouse.
Okay.
No.
Hell yeah. Do you ever tell the kids about the Phantom, or do you keep that separate?
I live a double life, my friend. The kids don't know. Sometimes they find out I play guitar, and if they have a guitar, maybe we'll play a little bit.
Oh man, I'm waiting for that one day when you post a video and it's you and be like, well, somehow my entire class found out and they were playing my game when I came in.
That's kind of surprising with especially with how savvy high schoolers are with social media now, that somebody hasn't just, I don't know, come across your social media somehow and just been like, yo, is this you?
Yeah, you would think so, but at the same time, teenagers are so disinterested in what their teachers are doing. I think it wouldn't even occur to them that they could, do some research.
Sure.
I'm sure it's not like the most outlandish thing that a substitute teacher has as a other gig, I'm sure there's people that do things that are much more mind-boggling, I guess. But I mean, although totally, interesting, I don't know high school kids would give a shit because they have an attention span of 15 seconds.
Yeah. The same thing happens with us in our podcast, man. Like we've had some legends from pro wrestling. We've had some badass comedians, badass actors on here. And I'll tell my kids and they'll be like, okay. I'm like, what do you mean? Okay, none of your friends' dads are interviewing legends. None of your friends' dads are getting a significantly small but solid amount of views. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what they say, youth is wasted on the young. But when I think about when I was in high school, I didn't care what the teachers I had were doing, especially what a substitute that I maybe interact with one day, every couple weeks at the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could not tell you any of my substitute teachers' names. I don't remember a single one.
Nope, not one.
I can. Miss Strozinski, because she was like the substitute for our junior high. Like when everyone was out, she was the one that filled in. So, and I remember her very distinctly because she was exceedingly Czechoslovakian, I guess is the best way you could say it. She was definitely
Czechoslovakian.
Bro, she was as European as you get, bro.
Big mole on her cheek,
bro,
and she looked like
no.
You ever watch Rugrats? She looks
no.
She's like
I clean. Still
ropa jam.
So yeah, I had one substitute. I remember his name was Mr. Ragsdale, and the reason I remember them is he had all these catchphrases. Like he'd be like, "Sit down, son." Yeah. And then it was like he would say that to your friend. It's like, oh, he's doing Ragsdale.
He sounds like a character from like a cartoon or an 80s teen show.
He sounds like he'd be a substitute teacher on Boy Meets World. Like, oh, we got Ragsdale again.
Yeah, that was his vibe, which is why it was hilarious. And then he had the kind of he had that kind of mystique where it was like I think it was a Vietnam veteran, and there was like rumors that somebody like dosed him with LSD in class once, and he got like shell shock. Did that happen? Who knows? But that's a story I heard.
Right.
I knew somebody that went to jail for dosing their teacher with LSD. Dosed his coffee. Yeah. Did jail time for it. No shit.
Yeah, I have to say, I would not be happy if I was dosed with LSD.
No.
Or off the job.
Imagine that coming by surprise.
That would have to be the worst thing ever. Because if you know you took LSD and you have a wild ride, you at least have in the back of your mind, this is happening because I did this. If no one told you and they just like liquid dosed you, and you were just, if that just came on out of nowhere, I would be certain I would be dying. That's it.
I'm dying.
Yeah. That's how these kids got to feel. They get a hold of like THC gummies and they think they're eating like fruit by the foot or something. Next thing you know, they're just blitzed out of their mind. These poor kids.
Yeah. It's
anyway. Sorry.
I was going to say the worst thing that any of my friends ever did to a teacher in high school. A good friend of mine, I will not name him, but he made a MySpace page about one of our teachers.
Shout out Tom.
Shout out Tom. And she was a portly woman. And he took her picture off the school website and put it in paint and drew like a chicken gobbler on her double chin and made that the profile picture. And then, like in the bio, it was like, I'm a fucking bitch and, this, that, and the other thing. And then
Jesus.
It was
I'm a bitch.
It was
That's so weird. It's my bio.
It was a very dumb thing to do because, at that time, the internet was still very new. We had no idea. I didn't do it, but I knew he was doing it. But, as 16-year-olds, we had no idea what IP addresses were. But our computer teacher did. And he traced the IP address of the MySpace account back to his house. And he got in school suspension for like 3 months.
Ouch. That's the worst. You still got to go to school, but you're not really in school.
Yeah, he almost didn't. It was bad.
Damn.
It was pretty bad. It was funny when he was making it, but afterwards I was like, oh, thank God it wasn't me.
I'm glad I didn't become wild until after school. Because I did a lot of stupid shit from 18 to 23. But in the craziest thing I ever did in school is I lit a smoke bomb. But I got away with that shit. I don't know how that happened.
Statute of limitations.
That school's already gone, so it's literally.
Oh, we did liquid ass to one of our teachers too. Oh. We taped a fart machine under her chair, and then we would hit it, and then we would spill a little bit of liquid ass, and then the whole room would just stink like crazy.
Side, Eric did go to an all boys school, so they
that's
were
all
just
we had.
aching for mischievous.
Zero girls for distraction. It was fuck with the teachers.
We've been friends for years now, and I'm just learning that in the show today that you went to an all.
I learn something new about you every day. I don't want to fucking hear it.
Listen.
So, Phantom, I feel like you have the sound of your music is almost like a throwback. Would you say that's accurate?
Yes.
So I'm curious to know, like, what kind of music you grew up listening to, and like what kind of like got you to there? Because I love the sound, man. Like every time I hear it, it's like it reminds me of like the Munsters theme or that kind of genre, but then you're like singing about all this other cool shit, man. And it just really just pulls you in. And like, it's not something a lot of people do with the Halloween, and kind of spooky genre, man. So I'm just absolutely loving it.
Wow. Well, thank you. Yeah. I've always been drawn to early rock and roll. Like when I was a kid, there was a CD in my parents' house. It was just like the best of rock and roll, but it had stuff like Johnny B. Good and Great Balls of Fire and Chantilly Lace has got a pretty face and a ponytail. And it had all that kind of stuff on it. And I just loved that music. I thought it was so cool and it was the most exciting thing. And there was still, at least where I live, there's no longer oldies radio, sadly, but there was when I was a kid. So that was definitely an influence. And then when I got a little bit older and was playing music, I got into punk rock very heavily. But even then I was listening to bands like Black Flag and the Misfits that were, already 30 years old.
Yeah.
So I've, for whatever reason, always been interested in looking at stuff from the past. I just always thought it was exciting in a way, even though it's not the current thing. It's just like this whole interesting world you can explore.
And so you've probably been accused of having an old soul before.
Yes, it's been said.
We, my band, I have a band called Toy Box. We've been around since 2014. We actually opened up for Black Flag November 5th, by the way, here in Cincinnati.
Hey, nice.
Yeah.
Cheap plug.
Was it the kids singing?
It's funny. I think it's only one original member, and then it's 3 young kids with them, and then they also are bringing the queers with them from the UK, which is super cool for me. Just to not, even though it's not, Henry Rollins' Black Flag, to be able to put that on my musical resume, you know what I mean? Like, that's pretty cool. We got to play with Quiet Riot and stuff like that as well.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, there's a few bands that I'm like, whenever, the Quiet Riot plays on the radio.
Come on, feel the noise.
Metal Health, for example, that one, anytime it's on, I'm like, hey, son, I played with them.
That's pretty cool, man. That's a range from Black Flag to Quiet Riot,
Bro, from ICP to Afro Man to all over.
Nice.
We need to book you up here, man. Do you have any touring in the future coming up, or?
Yeah. Where are you guys?
We're Cincinnati, Kentucky area.
Okay, yeah. I played Cincy in June, and I will be back.
Oh yeah.
I don't know when. Possibly. Summer's a good time for me to tour for obvious reasons, but depending what opportunities and stuff present themselves, it could be. Could also not be during the summer, but that's the most likely time. Is probably June, July.
Did you play Bogart in Cincy?
I played this. It's not normally a venue, but it's called the Overlook Bar.
Okay, yeah.
Any themed bar. But it does have a small stage, but it's sort of not normally a venue. But the owner was a really cool guy, and he hit me up and he was like, do you want to, I already had the tour booked, but he was like, do you need a Cincy show? And I had a day open where I was going to be in the area. So I was like, let's do it. And we put the show together, and we had a pretty good turnout. People came, there were some people I met there from Kentucky as well.
Yeah.
So it was a good time. And now I can say I've played a Shining themed bar, which is cool. Because that was also probably one of the first horror movies I ever saw was The Shining. For some reason, my dad thought it was a good idea to show me The Shining.
Oh, sure,
I was like 8 years old, and it scared the heck out of me, as you'd imagine.
Now go to bed.
You always like, want to kill me? What does that mean? What does this mean? Why did he show me this? I did the same thing to my kid without thinking about it. We were about halfway through The Shining. She's like, damn, Dad, this is kind of scary. I'm like, yeah, well, you asked. Man, we definitely, whenever your tour gets booked, keep me posted, man. I would love to, we'll tag on the bill or something and bring our crowd with us and try to fill that crowd even more.
That's the thing, dude. That pisses me off. Dude, I've probably seen the name come across and I didn't know what I didn't know then, man. I'd have loved to seen that show.
Yeah, well, I'll be back, and maybe we'll do the show together, like you were saying, and it'll be a good time, because I love touring, and I want to do that as much as I can.
Hell yeah. I love that.
And I really like the Midwest, by the way.
Yeah.
A lot of people on the coast are snobs, and then the first time I went there, I was like, this is awesome. I don't know what everyone's being a smartass about, but
they say, like, you get outside of the Midwest, and like I know I'm this way, and I know these guys are too. It's like you just you see somebody on the street, and you walk by them, you smile and nod at each other, hey, how you doing, or whatever, and like that shit don't exist outside of the Midwest. From what I've heard, you do that to somebody outside the Midwest and they look at you like you're crazy. Why are you talking to me? You don't know me.
Especially in like New York. That was definitely like that.
I don't like that, man. I guess maybe I'm weird like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I grew up in California, so yeah, I was always kind of like, no, don't talk to strangers, though. They're strangers.
Well, I mean, we have the don't talk to strangers, but I think Cincinnati's a weird city, and I've explained this to multiple people that aren't from here. Cincinnati is a metropolitan city with its outlying, suburbs and towns, whatever you want to call them. But it has a weird small town feel to it
Yeah.
because you can live in Northern Kentucky, but what's going on 45 to 50 minutes north in Hamilton.
Yeah.
Like that, it's just everything's kind of interconnected. Like the running joke is like you meet somebody new, one of the first questions you ask them, "Hey, where'd you go to high school?"
Yep.
Like they're gonna somehow have gone to but like chances are they went somewhere that like a family member or a friend of yours went, so you can like, oh, that's how we start up the conversation.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we're kind of used to is just like, oh yeah, hey, I know that person, but
It's like
then
the
again,
7 degrees of Kevin Bacon, but like it's
Yeah.
in Cincinnati, it's like high schools.
Yeah,
pretty much.
that's cool, man. I dig it. I really like Ohio. I did a show in Toledo as well. It was
yeah.
great. And it was at this place, Frankie's, that I guess has been around for a really long time. But it's an all ages club, and that was one. I did a few shows on this last run that were all ages, and then I realized I need to make all my shows all ages because I have a lot of fans that aren't 21, and I didn't know that because I've been playing dive bars for forever.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, hey, that's good you found that out. Now, you get to open up the demographic a little more.
Yeah, and it's cool because some people are dads or moms, and they bring their kids, and some kids bring their parents. So it goes kind of
there you go.
both directions.
Yeah.
Get all the age groups in there. I love that. I did want to shout out a couple of our folks here in the comments. Our boy Michael Dart, what's going on?
What's up, Mike?
Mr. Stan,
Damn!
King,
The undefeated king.
Eden,
Yes.
R.I.P. Ace.
R.I.P.
Freely.
Ace.
Oh, Ace passed away? I did not
Yeah,
know that.
dude.
R.I.P. Ace.
R.I.P. the spaceman.
Yeah.
Also, this is a Shrek outfit. I'm in my swamp. But the first year I took my daughter to Halloween, her first Halloween ever, I was Paul Bunyan and she was my little Babe the Blue Ox, and I made her a little like horns and everything. So
I think I've seen that picture.
I think you showed it on the show when we were dressed up all last year.
I'm sure I have. Yeah. Also,
What's up, Justin?
Our very good friend Justin. How goes it?
Before we move on past the comments, I want to take a chance because Miss Steven was in there. Just throwing this out there. If you guys are looking for a gift for Halloween or Christmas coming up, she sells these really awesome terrariums with spiders in them, and you can get them for your kids, and it's got all the directions and whatnot. And just saying, if you want to buy one, text right there. Mention that the DWO sent you, and maybe you get a free sticker or something. I don't know. Just saying, throwing it out there. So shameless, selfless.
Shout out, Eden.
Shameless promotion,
Thanks
also,
for watching.
we are hosting again. This is our last chance to promote it too, because we are off for the next 2 weeks. So we are hosting Peroxy Wygen, Jeff Hardy's band, Saturday, November 1st. Scan that little QR code or go to ticketweb.com or go to Madison Live and buy yourself some tickets and watch us as we introduce all these bands. We have a good old time. It's going to be a super fun time. Make sure you guys get your tickets now. Like we said, this is our last episode before we take 2 weeks off. We take 2 weeks off to spend with Halloween with our families, and it's crazy that we're already there. I just turned 38 for F's sake.
How you getting old?
I'm getting old, man. How old are you?
We're the same age. I'm 37.
Okay, all right. It's starting to. My knees are starting to creak now. I think I'm finally starting to get a little old.
You make sounds every time you sit up and get down. Sit down. Get up.
They're just dad noises. It's fine.
I've caught myself saying Lordy, and I'm like not religious at all, but like I'll sit down with Lordy. Like, what the hell does that even mean? Where did that come from? I know my grandma says it, but I don't know why I say it. Don't make much sense to me. But,
Comes from grandma.
Yeah.
Hey, was that Jeff Hardy from the Hardy Boys?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had a band.
Yeah.
But I love the Hardy Boys. That I used to watch them on TV.
Just throwing this out
we all
there.
did.
If you can make it to Covington, Kentucky, on November 1st, I will give you a free ticket, bud. You can.
Hey, all right. Let me see. Let me put it in the GPS.
See if the 24-hour
3 days later.
Yeah.
Man, I flew out to LA. What was that? 2023, and we drove back, and that was a commitment, my guy. The drive back, like the idea was great. The actual execution of it was great, but realizing just what I was committing to, that's a long fucking drive, man.
It's a long haul. I drove out this summer from California all the way to the East Coast and back, and it's a lot, especially going from the West Coast to like the Mississippi River, kind of wherever. There's a lot of nothing, and it's not like people say like, oh, there's nothing here, just whatever, but there actually is like small towns and stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. There's literally, it's like if you see like a farm, you're like, oh, hey, finally a
something
farm. Yeah, it's just this empty field for the last hour and a half.
Oh, hand to God, we've driven to Iowa a few times. It's lots of flat and lots of corn.
Yeah, it's interesting though. It's you learn a lot about the country when you drive through it.
I just say you see a little bit of everything, I mean, you go through damn near every terrain and climate and possible.
The flora change is what really got me, because like California's got like their own brand of trees and cactuses and shit like that, and then you get like halfway through the country and it starts to get a little more foresty and mountainy, and it's just like, it's weird, man. Then you get like in Rockford, California, it literally looks like somebody exploded a giant boulder everywhere. You know what I mean? So there's
sounds like it's aptly named.
Yeah, California is crazy. There's every type of climate exists in California.
Yeah.
Yep. It's pretty wild.
State.
Well, when your state is a giant, long, kind of crooked penis, I mean, like it's you're gonna have all those fluctuations. Something for everybody. Everybody can enjoy it.
I said my cousin was out in San Francisco for quite a while, and he used to drive up to like Northern California. I know he went and seen the redwoods and all that
Big
stuff.
Country.
Yeah.
He said something about the flora and the fauna changing and stuff like that. And my family would always take a family vacation. We'd usually go to the beach every year, somewhere down in Alabama or Florida or wherever. And I always knew as a kid, because I had no semblance of like distance when I was a kid, but I would always judge if we were getting close by the trees. Because once we started seeing just those super tall, skinny pine trees, just that's all you saw on the side of the highway, I was like, nope, we're getting close. We're
Georgia
pines. Georgia, Alabama, one of those, something like that. So it's pretty wild. And even like the dirt, instead of being brown, it's red, and it's wild.
It's like if you drive by these mountains, man, people don't ever think about the crazy nonsense that caused them to be there.
Yeah.
This world is so varied and different, and people have no idea. You know what I mean? That's why I'm glad I did it. The Grand Canyon alone, looking down into the Grand Canyon was such a surreal experience to me, to see 8,900 and something feet to the bottom from where I was standing. And it was just like, that's over a mile.
It's unfathomable.
I can't, like, it's like when people say, oh, you can't see a NASCAR race till you go to one. It's the same thing, dude. Like you don't
know dude,
what the Grand Canyon is until you are there looking at it. It's exhilarating. Literally gives you like a for lack of a better term, a heart burner. Like, you're just fucking, you're fluttering. A honer. Yeah, there you go. That's a fucking t-shirt. I got a honer from the Dad World Order. I love it.
I'll start working on that immediately.
Justin, this makes a lot of sense. People in the Midwest are nice but not kind. People in New England are kind but not nice.
Touche.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
You get a lot of people in the Midwest that are like they're nice because they'll be like, "Oh, hi, how are you?" But at the maybe on the inside they're like, "Fuck that dude." But
you get a lot of those fake phony highs and
yeah.
smiles.
But in New England,
mine are genuine.
they're very kind, but they'll tell you to fuck off. I'm eating my clam chowder.
Yeah, man, I love those New England accents. When someone said "Yata," I was like, "Oh my god, I love this place."
My grandmother, I grew up with my grandmother, and she's grew up from Lowell, Massachusetts, right outside of Boston, and she never lost that accent ever. It was like growing up. Michael, take out the garbage. Michael, where's your car? Michael, mow the yard. The cookies I had.
The cookies I had.
Oh goodness.
You over there fatting? You fatting?
Go take a shit or something.
It fucking stinks.
With your love for horror, man, were you a Svengoolie kid? Did you watch Svengoolie growing up, or?
No, I wasn't aware of Svengoolie until I was an adult. I don't think he was available on the West Coast though.
Okay.
We did have, I guess, probably Elvira was on TV.
Well, yeah.
But I got into it more through stuff like Scooby Doo and then video stores as well.
Hell yeah. Do you know who Danhausen is?
Yes.
Okay, so you should. If not, you need to know who that is.
Those guys need to meet. If not,
we haven't met, but I am familiar with his presence.
I feel like you could write his next theme song.
His song sounds like one of your songs. Which, by the way, the Ric Flair rock. That is so. I fucking love that song.
Oh, thank you.
I love Michael Myers theme. I felt like it's almost like a Halloween edition of what the fuck, Tequila. Because it's just like Michael Myers theme every so often. I was like, I fuck with this.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, it's a
great album though. Great.
Album. Oh, thank you so much. Well, the Michael Myers theme is great, and it I don't know if it had never been done on guitar, but I felt like I needed to do it on guitar, and I play it every show, and it's great.
Man, look at this smart ass guy in our comments real quick. First off, Mr. Troma King, I'm on a 1 week winning streak, and you know how the DW Fantasy's doing because you're doing great.
I just like to remind everybody that the current champion won last year with a 7-7 record.
Yeah. Okay. That may be the case, Mike, but you didn't start 0-5. I can't believe I'm even public speaking.
It's never over till it's over, man. All it takes is one couple injuries. You forget to set your starting lineup.
My uncle called me right before this, and he was like talking about, because the football game's on at 8:30, and he was like saying something about how I finally won one. I was like, yeah, and now I'm going to not lose again, and I'm going to win the Super Bowl. Yeah. Okay. I've never done so poorly in fantasy football. I don't know if you watch football, if you're a fantasy football guy at all, Phantom, but we do a league every year, and Mike's been our champion 2 times in a row, and we just want to unthrone Mike, you know? But I've started 0-5, which is not so fucking good.
I had a bad day on draft day and auto drafted.
Yeah. What the hell?
Making the best.
You still got a good team. But I know the comment you were about to pull up. This ding dong. I want to open a place in Boston called Bar Black Sheep. You going to buy Black Sheep? That's great.
Look, see,
That
Stan, you're getting too cocky. Who beat last year's champ? Yeah, you might have beat him, but you talk like that. Now you're gonna lose the next 5 now, and it's gonna be like, oh shit, I shouldn't have said that.
I just got CD back.
So driving across the country, where are your go-to gas stations, man? What do you eat while you're traveling?
I try to keep it healthy, because if I don't eat good, I don't feel good, and I don't play good. So I guess gas stations, I like protein bars, which some wrestlers might relate to, and beef jerky. So I guess I eat a bit like the rest of Those are
Can't go
probably
wrong
my
with beef jerky.
go-to gas station snacks.
Why is beef jerky so damn expensive?
That's what I'm saying. Someone
Dude.
needs to do something about that.
It's frickin'
crazy.
dehydrated meat. Let's relax.
Yeah, not like it's just
Right
like
up.
prime cuts here. You know what I mean? I'm paying
Yeah, it's
filet
like you
mignon
want-
prices for some teriyaki beef jerky. This is unreal.
Yeah, it's like you want to sit down at a restaurant or get a bag of beef jerky. It's the same price.
Especially if you get the big bags of Jack Links. My wife, she likes it a lot. I'll eat it every so often.
Jack
My
Links
wife
can
likes a
suck
lot.
it, by the way.
And I'll try to be nice and, buy it for her. And I'm like, God damn, $25.
It's your bag of old trapper.
Nah, Jack Links is mid.
I miss the good old days. I had an uncle that used to make deer jerky when I lived.
Oh yeah.
And that was good shit. I always loved that.
Do they go deer hunting out in California? Is there deer out in California?
Yeah.
Northern.
Yeah, in northern and
Huh.
even in southern and parts of even in Los Angeles, believe it or not, once you get in the outskirts of Los Angeles, there's deer and there's coyotes.
Okay.
Um,
Fucking coyotes.
Justin, what the fuck? Is
Yeah.
that fruit by the foot? Are we talking about fruit by the foot? Vegan jerky? What the fuck is vegan jerky? Is that impossible? They just dried
I'll
up?
tell you what,
butter?
something that was
Impossible beef jerky.
I don't know if it was vegan, but it was definitely vegetarian. This was years and years ago. I had a black bean burger. Like it was a burger made out of,
I'm so
whatever.
sorry.
Those are good.
Dude, honestly, not
bad.
bad.
Not bad. All right.
They really are.
Tasted pretty good. And it wasn't even like, oh, this tastes like a burger. It was just good for what it was. You know what I mean? Like I didn't go into it expecting like this is going to taste like a juicy hamburger.
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah.
like, it's a black bean patty and it's got like corn and like all kinds of stuff. So it was like a little like Southwest Tex-Mex patty, and you put a little, Chipotle
Yeah,
sauce
okay.
on there or something. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's good.
Okay.
I
Just
had
don't go into it being like this is a substitute for a hamburger.
Yeah.
'cause it's
Yeah.
not.
Okay.
I had one on accident because we had like a company picnic one year, and it was grilling out, and I grabbed a burger thinking it was a regular ass burger, and I was like, "What the? This isn't a fucking burger. It's good, but it's not a
Mhm.
fucking burger." All right.
Look at this guy. Try an Impossible Whopper. It's good. No cap on Gorsh.
My Burger King sucks, and I'm so mad about that because the Burger King up by my old work was really good, and the one by my house just
Stinks on ice.
not
I
an
just
option.
want a burger to come to Cincinnati. Speaking of Cincinnati, did you ever get to try chili while you were here? Our chili, or is that something you missed out on?
I missed out on it. I got to come back for the chili. No one told me about the chili.
Yeah.
I feel
let me
upset now.
temper your expectations. It is not traditional like chili out of a crock
Not
pot.
Texas chili, no.
It's not. Yeah, they call it Cincinnati style chili. It's like more of a sauce than it is a chili.
Okay.
Not quite a soup either.
And you eat it, you put it on spaghetti and then put shredded cheese on top, or
A wiener.
do a hot dog with chili and cheese on it. It's a cheese coney.
Yeah.
So if you
Okay.
temper your expectations and you're not expecting Texas chili, I think that's what a lot of people expect, and then they're like, "Oh, this is fucking disgusting." No, just go in and be like, you know what? It's a new food. I'm gonna try it. I think you'll like it.
Expectations tempered.
Tell you what, next time when you come to Cincinnati next, we'll take you out for Cincinnati chili.
Yeah,
Hey, all right.
We do it right.
treat you to a good old cheese coney. There's a reason I got it tattooed on me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm covered in nonsense tattoos. I got fucking Courage the Cowardly Dog, but there's a reason that I've got a cheese coney on my belly, because that's what made this belly.
Yeah. Me and cheese conies go back like Cadillac seats, man.
Oh man, we are getting close to our hour though, and we got to make sure we get our guaranteed questions in.
Get on me, brother.
Yeah, we have two of those that we ask every single time, and Mike will ask you the first one, and then Eric will follow up with the second one. Mike, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah, us dads are very budget-minded individuals, so we like to kind of gauge our guests on a certain criteria, and one of which is, what do you keep your thermostat set to?
Ooh, thermostat. I don't even have a thermostat. Maybe that's a California thing. I go where the weather takes me, maybe. But it doesn't.
It's so nice that you don't have it. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, it really ranges from like 60 to like 80. So it gets a little cold, a little hot, but it doesn't really go to extremes.
Damn. Okay.
What's that like?
Yeah. Just have the windows open year round. Just
It's nice. I mean, that's why people move here. But unfortunately, it's
I don't even know
expensive to live here. If you think beef jerky is expensive,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
come visit California.
How much is a gallon of gas in California right now?
Oh my God, I don't even want to talk about it. It's like $4.25 or something.
Good Lord.
We could probably have a whole show just comparing prices on shit between the
It's like-
Midwest and
It's like
California.
That's crazy.
Something right where I just bought it today. That's a whole $2 more on the gallon.
Damn.
Yeah, it's wild. When I the first time I left California on tour, I started taking photos of all the gas stations and sending people. I was like, "You won't believe this."
They're giving it away out here.
I got gas.
Want me to bring you
I got
back
gas
some?
today. I got gas today for $2.71 a gallon.
And I think I paid
That's a
$2.50.
beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I remember I grew up in Texas, and I remember the day before I moved to Cincinnati as a teenager, the gas was 99 cents a gallon. And that's the last time I ever remember seeing it. But I remember when we filled up that day to move to Ohio, it was 99 cents a gallon. I've never seen it like that since.
Yeah. When I first started driving, it was about $1 a gallon.
It's crazy, man. Like we went to me and the wife went to a Mexican place down the street the other day when we had no kids the other night just to have dinner. And we always like to guess the bill when it gets laid down, like how much is it? So we always play that game. And I was like, $27. You know what I mean? That's reasonable. It was $42. And we look at the bill and $3.75 a piece for fucking pops. Like I'm almost done drinking pop completely. I'm getting to the
Just
point.
give me a margarita at that point
Exactly.
for a couple bucks more.
For a
Plus, how do you go to a Mexican restaurant and not get a margarita anyway, bro?
I don't drink that much, you know. I mean, especially on a Thursday,
What in Rome, though?
Tuesday, or whatever it was. I don't know.
Also, I have to pull this up before we ask the last question. So Justin was talking about the Impossible Whopper. And Mr. Stan came back with Impossible Whopper, not great. And Justin replied with, "That's just like your opinion, man."
Did you
The
see?
dude abides.
Did you see that he what's the word I'm looking for? He resumed the role on an episode of Jimmy Kimmel the other night.
Did he?
No,
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Jimmy brought the vest out and he put the vest on. He was just like, "Hey man, can we all just like chill the fuck out, man? Like, can we just chill for a second?" There's my wife in the comments. You are a dad complaining days later about pot prices. That was ridiculous, babe. I should not have to pay more than $7 to satiate my wife and I's thirst for one dinner. That's outrageous.
Yeah. That's why I'm pretty much just a water guy. I church it up. I ask, and when they're like, "Do you want lemon with your water?" I ask for lemon and lime, and it makes for a very refreshing water drink.
That makes me think of my favorite Mitch Hedberg joke ever. And it's they say the recipe for Sprite is lemon and lime. I tried to make my own at home. There's more to it than that. Hey, Mitch, do you want some homemade Sprite? Not till you figure out what the fuck else is in it.
That's awesome. And then I guess the last question we always like to ask, and it doesn't, answer doesn't have to be anything crazy deep or anything like that, but just what's something you're thankful for today?
Oh man, I'm thankful for a lot. I'm thankful for you guys for having me here. I'm thankful for this drink that didn't cost $7. I'm thankful to be able to play music. Because I always think about things. It's like, what if you were just? I mean, people aren't born with only one hand. I couldn't play guitar, or it would be a much more difficult thing to play guitar. and so just basic things I'm thankful for. Having 2 hands, being able to walk, being able to having my health and roof over my head. That was maybe too deep, but I don't know.
No,
That's real, dude. Daily gratitude is important.
absolutely.
It really is. Especially the simple things, man. I mean, we've had some people who have went through a lot of different things in their lives. You know what I mean? Like, for example, the late Jonathan Joss. You know what I mean? From King of the Hill, the guy who did John Redcorn's voice. He was on our show 2 weeks before he passed away.
Yeah.
And he was talking about that stuff, and his what is he thankful for? And it's just kind of like, you really you don't know if this, you know what I mean? Any one of us could leave out of here and be gone tomorrow for some crazy happenstance. Look at Ace Frehley. He fell a month ago and he passed away today from a brain bleed. You know what I mean? So like exactly. Justin says here in the comments, # gratitude is the attitude. Absolutely.
Gratitude is the attitude. It's true. I mean, the future is unpredictable. All we know is what's happening right now. And it is important to be grateful. And it will always improve your mood, too, if you think about things you're grateful for.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes just to voice it out and put it out there in the air, makes you, your mind start, going deeper and thinking. So,
Danum, are you a father?
No.
No. Okay. Is that something you see in your future at all or no?
No, I don't. I love kids and I'm happy to work with kids, but I do not want kids of my own.
Hey, that's
okay. Respect.
Perfectly understandable, man. Perfectly understandable. I literally was telling my son today, I was like, buddy, I knew that I wanted you when I was 7 years old. I was telling myself I'm going to have a son and I'm going to name him Link one day. And it happened. It just took a million years,
And that's a beautiful thing.
Still cool that my wife let me name him Link. Again, it's Lincoln, but it's Link. You know what I mean?
What'd you name him after?
See that Hyrule shield right there? Legend of Zelda, baby. I'm a huge.
Oh, that Link. Okay, that's cool too. I love that Link also because one of my favorite guitar players is Link Ray.
Okay.
Who, are you familiar with him at all?
Is that R-E last name or R-A-Y?
I think it's R-E-Y.
No, that's
he did the song Rumble.
It's W-R-A-Y. That's
there we go. Silent W.
Yeah.
The old silent W.
The silent W gets you every time.
Oh, he did the Rumble song.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I did not. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know who that was. He passed away.
Yeah, of course, Justin knows who it is.
Yeah, Justin's one of them people.
But there's a lot of great Links out there, so that's a good name to have.
Yeah. I love the name Link. Like I said, I just knew as a kid that when I was playing Link's Awakening on Game Boy, I was like, I'm gonna have a kid. I'm gonna name him Link one day.
Plus the full name Lincoln, obviously is
a strong name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When he turns 18, I have easy gifts to give him because I can get him a sword from the Hyrulean sword, and here you go. You can have the Master Sword.
Here's the Master Sword. Go save Hyrule and rescue Zelda.
We live next door. Our next door neighbor has a child named Ganon, and 2 houses down from that, there's an old woman named Zelda. That is 100% a legitimate fact, and we don't even know
what. What?
Yeah, that's legit. Our next door neighbor's son is named Ganon, and Link and Ganon live next to each other. And then 2 houses down, a very old lady named Zelda lives there.
You can't make it. I mean,
bro. I wish when I realized that, I was like, my flabbers were gasted. You know what I'm saying? I was just
need to get a picture of all them together somehow.
How the fuck? Like, I want my son to eventually save a woman named Zelda one day. You know what I mean? You don't necessarily have to marry her or anything, but if you would just to save one, that'd be cool. Yeah, see.
Justin's got a good question here for you. What's the best Zelda game to hop in after I replay Breath of the Wild?
Well, that depends. If you've not played Tears of the Kingdom, obviously play Tears.
Play
of the
that,
Kingdom.
yeah.
If you
still playing it,
if you've played them all, go back to the remake of Link's Awakening. I love Link's Awakening. Is for anyone who hasn't played it without spoiling too much. It's got a story very similar to Twin Peaks, so it's very dreamy, very spooky, very creepy, very ethereal, and it makes you think about your own existence in a way that I think is beneficial. I played that game at 8 or 9 years old whenever it came out on my Game Boy. It was the first game I ever beat all by myself without any help. And I remember just being so fucking proud of myself. And the remake is the exact same game, just prettier. And literally with a couple new extra things. They didn't take anything out. They just added some cool shit and made
All
it
right.
look.
I haven't played the remake.
Oh, dude, it is tremendous. It's one of my all-time favorites.
I'm elbows deep in Hogwarts Legacy.
Dude, that game is
It's so good.
It
Are you
is.
a gamer, Phantom?
Am I what?
Are you a gamer?
No, but I did grow up playing video games. So, but when I think of Zelda, I'm thinking of like Ocarina of Time and all the old stuff.
Yeah. Same here. I love those as well. I'm a big, like, anything Zelda. I can't wait for the new movie. So excited.
Oh, I didn't even know there was a movie. That's cool.
Yeah, same.
I love fantasy movies, so I'll probably like it.
Same people that made the Mario movie are making it. The Elimination Crew. So it should.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it should be solid.
Dope.
It's going to be a mix though, because it's going to be animation and real actors. So it's going to be kind of like what the Minecraft movie looks like, I guess. But yeah, still super excited. Phantom, where can people find you at, man? Where can people find your music and all that stuff? Tell people where they can find you if they've enjoyed you on this here interview.
Yeah, well, the best place is my website, thephantomad.com, but you can listen to my music on all the normal places, Spotify, YouTube, Apple. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and you can find me on the internet and all those places, and hopefully I'll be playing in a town near you soon enough, and we can hang out in person.
Absolutely. That'd be a good time. Well, thank you so much for coming on, man. This has been really fun. Boys, you got anything else before we get out of here?
Man, just have fun over these next 2 weeks while we're gone. We're gone for 2 weeks, guys. We won't be here. You can check out some of our old episodes. We'll be posting some random stuff, maybe a clip or two in these next 2 weeks, but we're going to take this time off and really enjoy it with our families. Some of us, we're going to be taking kids trick-or-treating. Some of us kids are too old for trick-or-treating. Some of us have a mixture of both. But whatever the case is, take these 2 weeks, and spend them with some family, spend some good time together. And we'll see you guys November 1st for the Jeff Hardy show, which, again, just real quick, we'll show the graphic one more time. Go to that little QR code down there. If the QR code is too small or whatever, just go to ticketweb.com and type in Peroxwhygen, which is PEROXWHY ? It's an odd name for a band, but Jeff Hardy is not a normal guy. So and we mean that in the most kindest way possible. But it's going to be a hell of a time, so make sure you pick up tickets for that. November 5th, my band is playing for opening up for Black Flag. We got tickets available for that. Have a good time and enjoy this next 2 weeks, and we'll see you guys November. What day we come back? November 4th? Yeah, November 4th.
Yep.
Have a happy Halloween and have a happy Halloween, everybody.
Yeah. Enjoy your
Halloween.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween. Well, as always, we've been the DWO podcast. I'm Big Rick Eric Maffey. He is Mr. Magnificent Mike Martin. He is the wrestling teacher guy Bo Cephas, and he is the one, the only, the Phantom A.D. You can check us out on all the socials at DWO_podcast, Facebook at the DWO podcast, TikTok at DWO_pod. Get that dad merch at Pro Wrestling Tees, TeePublic, or message us directly. And until next time, top dads.